And we're back here for Xfinity Series race number 12 at the Charlotte Roval. And this is going to be probably one of my favorite races of the year, at least road course wise. It's going to be hard to top Mosport from the Truck Series race, but I love watching real NASCAR on this track, and I think this is going to be a pretty good race. This track is, at least visually, one of my favorites ever for this game. It's the BBMC version, and it does have its faults. It is a little glitchy sometimes, so I'm really hoping we can get through that. I kind of turned everything down to kind of low res or standard definition, so it's not going to strain anything too badly here, but if it all goes to plan, it's going to be a beautiful race to watch, and hopefully an exciting race, at least finish-wise. We got 28 laps here. It's the second playoff race in the first round for these guys. Alex Jarvie won the first one at Bristol in kind of an exciting fashion. It was a good race. We have Mike Atkinson, Zane Garrett, Jack Carr, and Ron Marks all looking outside of the top 8 marker here. Not too much to differentiate these guys, so I think we may see a lot of positional changes after this race is finished, but it's gonna be exciting. We got Ron Marks leading practice with Turner Madden second. Yeah, we got the road race or road course ringer Alonso right there in sixth. He won the Road America in very dominant fashion. If you guys aren't familiar with this track, it's pretty intense. We got 17 turns in the just over 2.25 mile track. Got a nice infield there, a little bit of a technical section, and we go into the NASCAR section with a couple chicanes thrown in. We are looking at the backstretch chicane here, but enough hype. We're gonna get into the qualifying and see where everything is gonna stack up. This qualifying session is probably one of the more important ones of the season so far. It's tough to pass here, especially for the AI. They don't really make too many passes, and unless tire wear becomes an issue, you're gonna have a hard time making your way up to the front. All right, Caleb Lane taking pole, Archie McDonald second, Soto right there. So we got a couple of Hustler Racing entries kind of doing well in practice and qualifying. We got Cook in fourth, Madden again from practice, he's fifth, Gallagher sixth, Jamie Watts seventh, Murphy eighth. A lot of Avalanche territory guys looking to play a factor for the win here. Kyle Simpson ninth, and Hope Torres, I think she finished runner-up in Bristol, so she's just kind of looking to compound her points advantage over 8th place or 9th place, I guess. And Mike Atkinson looking for a good race today, qualifying 11th. Look a little further down, see if we see any notables. Alex Jarvie right there in 39th. Good thing he won at Bristol, or else I'd be a little nervous if I were him. And that's a shocker. Sebastian Alonso, a very poor qualifying effort. A 125. That's very slow. I definitely think there was some issues there. That's over 1.25 seconds slower than Garvey's time, so there was definitely some issues on that lap. But nonetheless, we got 28 laps. Pit window roughly around 15 to 17 laps here. So we'll only see about one pit stop, and that little bit of blackness kind of scared me. You can see Zach Shaw in his new colors. Adrenaline shock on board finally for this it's 42 Dodge Charger. I'm just doing the formation lap on this, I guess, average size road course. 2.28 miles, about the right length, I think. You don't want it much longer, you don't want it too much shorter. But if I had to peg this as any type of oval style race, I would say this is more of a short track style road course race. We got barriers on both sides of the track on most turns, and very high tire wear. But did I not have damage? I could have sworn I had damage. Oh no. You see something I didn't see? Yeah, damage level realistic. Got damage, yellow flags, everything's good to go. Let's see, Caleb Lane. I think this is Caleb's first pole position of the season. Didn't make the playoffs, but is the first runner-up outside of the playoffs, so he's 13th. Nothing really. Oh, a car wrecked. A car wrecked already. I don't see anything too. Oh, that is what you're talking about, Vince Curtis. What the heck? We got some action already before this one even starts. How did you see that? How did you see that, Keith? Oh my god. Looks like this happened way before, just as they were coming off pit road. My god. It's like, oh. It's not a great start for that 17 of Anderson as well. And it looks like they kind of wrecked a little bit further down as well here. 66 getting turned. Oh my god. Alright, not a good start. Looks like we missed the start of the race. But Vince Curtis likely out of this one already. It's a DNS for Vince. That's not great. Vince Curtis, I'm just looking right now, he's 17th in the points. Yikes. That's a bad way to start this one. Looks like Archie has taken over first from Lane. Soto filing back there in third. They approach the backstretch chicane. That's, I think, turn 11, 12, 13, 14. Have Hope Torres and Atkinson. Atkinson just looking to either win this one or get as many points as he can to avoid elimination in the first round after a pretty successful regular season. Hope Torres in that VRM. Ooh, that's a bad camera angle. You saw the frame drop there. Hope Torres in the VRM team, just probably one of the more consistent teams in Xfinity. Her and the 26 of Nicholas King. Nicholas King walked away with the regular season championship, and Hope Torres got a win in the regular season as well, so bad for a factory back team. That happened. The Winter Air Motorsports entry right there in third place. Cook holding the banner for that team after a very awkward start for Team Motor. Vince Curtis wrecking before the green flag on this one, involving the 17 car of Anderson. Wonder if Anderson made a pit stop. Oh yeah, wow, the whole hood is gone. Some frame drops there. This track is a monster. You can make a pit stop here without losing a lap, but gonna be a little bit further behind than you'd like. About 40 seconds now, which isn't too bad, I guess, considering it's about a minute and 20 seconds to get around here qualifying time. Maybe about 1:22 realistically. With the field all backed up behind each other, basically from 1st to 38th. The 17 car is not in bad shape at all. He'll catch up to the tail end of the field, which is Alex Jarvie, in just a few laps. He's about 22 seconds behind right now. He'll make that up. There's no question. Trying to find a better angle where the frame drops don't happen so much. I'm not sure if we this might be the first race we've seen Callum Johnson in the Chick-fil-A colors. Matt Moss doing a great job painting that one. I rather like this. Simple, clean. Something about paint schemes with you know, 2 or 3 colors, you know, the simplicity of it, it's pretty cool. Of an older style look. Callum Johnson, very disappointing first start for the young rookie. Had a incredibly disappointing Truck Series campaign before the driver swap, and he'll be looking to just find some consistency before the end of the season. in 29th last time by. Not sure what Matt's expectations for this young man are, but he's shown spots of brilliance. Times just bad luck has taken away any chance of a good finish. Even the last race, he was doing well, minding his own business, and you know, Bristol got the better of him. See Shaw here in the 42 car. Saw this one earlier. It kind of looked like the 41 has a bit of damage. I'm not sure if my eyes are playing tricks on me, but it looks like the front end is a little bit bent up, and it definitely is. Sometimes this mod is a little funny that way. It'll show some damage. I could be not sure. It looks like it's bent in, but I'm not sure if that's just a glitch or not. Be around him with any other damage, so we'll see how this plays out. It doesn't look like he's losing too much speed anyway. 41 there by driven by Paul Erickson. I think Paul's doing pretty well in the rookie standings, if memory serves. Yeah, he's third right now. He's only about 3 points behind Kyle Simpson, who's leading the Rookie of the Year standings. McLaughlin and Erickson both second and third, tied with 88 points. Freddie John right there in fourth. Bit of a surprising statistic. You know, Freddie John has had some pretty good races, nearly won a race or two. Yeah, you can see the glitch right there. I think it's something with the Chevys. I'm sure there's no damage on this 20 car, but it's showing the front end is kind of all banged in. It's weird. Tim Tanner, another rookie. Now you can see on the Chevy here, this one's kind of bent into, so it's definitely a glitch. Good old mod. Even the 48 showing it. .48 has, I think he's dropped back just a little bit, a couple positions since the green flag. I know he started 11th, he's now 15th. A terrible run, but top 10 would probably be the minimum for this driver right now. Anything lower and you're probably losing sleep before the next race. Going up the field a little bit, you got the 82 of Jimmy Watts. Doing all right this season. I mean, didn't make the playoffs, but I mean, overall pretty consistent. Got a 16.9 Gallagher. Sovitech cars have been all right this season. Soto, the HRI's leading man right now. I wouldn't be surprised to see this gentleman in the Cup Series next season. You know, Dave Grubb has praised him very much over the course of the first 12 races of his career, and he's done well. Won a race already in the playoffs. Decent. I think he was okay in at Bristol. Checking right now. It looks like can't even find him. He had a top 7. Not bad. Doesn't really matter until you get to Phoenix anyway. Gotta make the top 4. 31 of Cook, still in 3rd place. 5 seconds back from our leader, who is still McDonald, looks like. The lead from the outside front row, and hasn't looked back since the green flag. Heavy Motorsports made a few upgrades before the playoffs. I can assure you now those will probably be the last ones of the season. We're saving up for a couple of cup teams. Couldn't say that for life of me. Let's see, check in here with Anderson. He's lost about 11 seconds since we last checked on him, but he's gained nearly 10 over the next lowest car in the order, so it's only a matter of time before he catches. Donald's starting to gap himself a little bit from lame. Thing with these road courses, there you pretty much just gotta run your own race until it's go time, and I think that's what a lot of these drivers are doing. Not too many battles happening on the track right now, which isn't great for ratings, but it is what it is. This is one of the best turns for an accident, I would say, is the chicane. Entering the AI seemed to be a little bit more aggressive on the entry, so keep an eye out for a caution. Likely happen there. So we're riding with Zane Garrett. Zane is one of the drivers who is outside looking in. Didn't have a great race at Bristol. He's only 11 points back though, so I mean, unless there's another bad race here, it's probably a must-win at Texas, but I think if he can just be consistent, maybe a top 10, he'll be alright to point his way in. Right here with the 84 country time. Of course, Caleb Lane is the only two-time or multiple winner in this series so far this season. See the tires sliding there. Lap 9, these tires have just about had it. We're nearing pit stops at this point, so guys are going to be begging for 4 fresh tires and fuel, and they'll be ready to go for the rest of the race if they can at least make it to lap 14. Shouldn't be a problem. It's 48 of Atkinson. Made up one more spot since we last saw him. Now up to 14th. Nicholas King kind of follows right behind him, and you see McLaughlin there right behind them. McLaughlin led most of the season in the Rookie of the Year honors. Has fallen back just a little bit lately, getting those consistent finishes as he was earlier on in the season. Still very much within reach though. Only 3 points back. Back, we got young Tanner here. Ron Marks, fastest in practice. Looks like he stumbled a little bit in qualifying. He's struggling to get a top 20 right now. Not sure what Ron's strengths and weaknesses are, but does seem to do well on short tracks. Of course, he got his win at Bristol earlier on in the season to clinch his way into the playoffs. Kind of a surprise victory, but I'm not sure. I haven't really been following him too much on the road courses. I don't think he does too well. William King has had a season to forget. Sorry, Wayne King. He was in the championship 4 in the Truck Series last season. It seems like everyone who was in the top 4 in the Truck Series last season at the finale, they have struggled immensely this season, and King is no exception. Grace failing to make the Truck Series playoffs. Mike Carroll obviously just had the worst season imaginable, and Sophia Gallagher didn't even make the playoffs as well in the Truck Series, so we had pretty much a fresh crop of drivers in the playoffs in the Truck Series, so it's been pretty wild. We got Trishan going back to school tomorrow. Like the 99 is starting to climb a little bit. Or it's up to 9th. Looking to make a move on Madden in that 92. Lost a little bit of ground now, about 43 of Matt Price. Started off pretty well, kind of had a few bad races. Now he looks like he's back on form. 10th. These road courses are a complete different beast from the usual four corners of an oval. McDonald, kind of a surprise here. He's not usually that great on road courses from what I've seen. He's still walking away from lane. Gap's nearly 5 seconds now from first to second. 31. Starting to catch the 83. Only a few laps away from pit stops. See if the pit crews can make a difference for some of these guys or not. Might see some movers, or oh, we got the 84 looking to make a pass on the 24. Simpson not having any of it. Mark's holding up a few cars, including team owner Dave Grubb a little further back at bright green Mountain Dew car. Here's the 85 of Dominic Hall. We haven't seen too much of him in this race, and it's probably because he's so far down. Like Hall's in 27th right now, but 35 seconds behind the leader. But let's see, second and third on the right side there. They're just going back onto NASCAR turn 1, and Hall is just entering the infield section. Surprised there hasn't been a caution just yet. But we've got a long ways to go. We're just about halfway now. And Alonso's starting to make up some ground, it would appear. Started dead last. Looks like he stumbled in qualifying. He's made his way up to 32nd now. Good, but not great. It's tough to pass here, like I said. at least cleanly anyway. In the yeah, I usually try to pass cleanly. Alonso, not. I know I said this last time at Bristol, but hasn't really panned out the way Jess Anna kind of hoped he would. And to be honest, I'm a little surprised myself at his lack of success. I would say, being the best driver in the driver market, anyway, on paper, he hasn't really performed, with the one exception of Road America. Incidentally, that's Jess's home track, so maybe he was just trying to put on a show. But Alonso's struggling a little bit. He did well, or not well, he did good at Bristol, but still some work needs to be done. This will likely put him below the cut line with a sub 30 or over 30 result. Carlos Perez, very quiet in the Discord lately after a dominating first season. Kind of flying under the radar this season. No upgrades, I don't think, to this team. They won. Very few anyway. But he's got the money. Somebody needs to tell Carlos that it's not real money. Don't be afraid to spend it. I have some suspicions that he's gonna dump this all into a Cup Series 3-car team and upgrade like crazy right off the bat. That's my prediction. Since none of his cars, I don't think, made the playoffs. My apologies. Elliot Carpentier is in the playoffs, of course. That is his driver, so my bad, Carlos. A little further back, you can see Alex Jarvie, who started 39th, only managing to gain 3 positions, and one of those was the one car who didn't even start this race, so not great. That's 17, nearly a minute behind our leader now. Likely start lapping soon, as McDonald has entered the pits on lap 16, I guess. Lap 16. Got very poor frame rates. If I can. This better. Off and away. That 19 is trying to get in front of him. Doesn't look like he will, so it looks like the 19 might be slow enough, and the 93 is going to interfere a little bit with the 83. Kind of see if about 3.5 seconds slower than his fastest lap. You can just see the tire degradation is killer here. 83 losing tons of time. 89 almost a perfect strategy, getting in front of everyone that didn't pit. Meanwhile, the 83 has to work through traffic with the 82. But lots with a great pit stop. Not bad. We got the 2 Hughes Motorsports teammates 2 and 3, or a net 2 and 3, I should say. Technically, they're 3rd or 4th right now. Once the pit stops cycle through, you'll see. Soto, I guess, had a bit of a slower stop. Here goes the 93. We should have the rest of the field coming down pit road now to complete their service. 92 couldn't, or sorry, the 99 couldn't get past the 92 at the pit stop. Whoever stayed out that extra lap, that's going to cost them dearly in track position. That's not a great strategy. Check in with one of our regular season contenders. 48 of Atkinson. Not sure where he crossed the line last time. Things still need to cycle through, but looks like he was 13th, so he'll probably gain one or two positions from that, so he's still battling for a top 10. '24 losing a few spots there, just coming off a pit road. Gotta warm those tires up. Regular season champion Nicholas King on 15th position or so. We'll know more at the line here. Looks like the 48 crossed the line in 12th. 24 in 13th, so it looks like the Atkins got in front of Simpson. And King is right dab middle in the 15th position like I thought. Dominic Hall looks like he gained a few spots on the pit stop exchange. He's about 26 now. Lots of work to do. No cautions yet. And the 29 car has made up a few more spots, so he's 29th. So climbing slowly, just looks like he's going to run out of time today. Really make any huge difference. That 93 car lost a ton of positions. Staying out. One extra lap. It was about 3-4 seconds. That 17 car is slowly catching. Oh, looks like we lost Matt Price to a piston issue. But it's been McDonald from lap 1 to currently lap 20. Unchallenged, about 10 seconds above the rest of the field. Certainly a clinic putting on for McDonald, who I personally didn't think was more of a road course ringer, but I guess if he gets the right track position, he might be a threat. Caleb Lane looks like he's holding up a few more cars now, not just his teammate at 82, it's Soto who's caught up, as well as the 69 of Gallagher. Got about 7 laps to make something happen, and looks like Soto is coming down pit road again. Not sure what's going on here, but this is classic HRI. That's a bit of a surprise. This is not going to be great for Soto's point total. Came in today plus 36 above the cut line. And depending on how long he is in his pit box, this could be a very costly pit stop. Doesn't look like they're taking any tires. Maybe they just didn't get enough fuel in it. First time by. And looks like he's just gonna hang out in pit road, maybe grab a hot dog and ice cold Coca-Cola, and off he goes again. Really not sure what that was about, but Like he is just around where the 8 car is now, so that's 36th. Be battling for second place down to 36. That is a terrible loss. Your Grub will not be happy once he sees that. Here comes the 96 into the frame for second place. That's Murphy. He qualified in the top 10. Kind of stayed around the top 10 most of the afternoon, but in 5th spot right now. So this is a decent day shaping up for Avalanche Territory Racing, with the exception of their lone playoff driver, Alonso, who seems to be stuck around 30th place. That 31 who's lost he lost a few spots. Not sure if it was before or after the pit sequence, but he's right down there in 6th after being 3rd for most of the race. '92 having a nice solid race. Hope Torres not able to pass the 92, kind of falling back a little bit now, so these top 8 cars are about 7 seconds above the rest of the field. What a large spread betting so far. It looks like, just realized that all of the Hughes cars are in the top 9. Quite impressive. Got some road course ringers on the team here apparently. Car's made his, or sorry, Carr has made his way up the most amount of positions, I think, from the rest of his team. 83, I think, qualified 3rd. Not sure where the 82 qualified. I think the 82 is in the top 10 somewhere. Could be wrong. Carpentier in the playoffs with Lane, or sorry, Carr. Carpentier is about 16 points above the cut line coming in, and Carr was about 10 under the cut line. So if they can both get top 10s today, that's definitely going to help both of them potentially make it through to the next round. Of course, the next race is at Texas, 1.5 mile speedway. It's a very fast track, and I think the race last season was pretty good. We're having both the Truck Series and Xfinity Series do a doubleheader there for the final race of their respective rounds. Be an exciting race weekend. Like he gained a spot. That might have been the 23's spot that he gave away earlier, so that bumped him up to 14th now. Lachlan looking for a top 15. And Garrett in that 4 car also in the playoffs, so playoff drivers doing decent for the most part here this afternoon. We're on lap 25 of 28, 4 laps to go. On Mark's On your screen here, just 19th. He's stayed around this position most of the day. Give or take a spot or two. Zach Shaw. Now kind of just going through the motions a little bit. He's not outperforming his teammate. Or actually, yeah, he is, sorry. Teammate's in 27th, he's in 23rd, so Zach Shaw, I think, is not a bad driver. I'm just kind of shocked he was released from Hughes' team in the Truck Series, no less, and you know, he I think he did okay. Maybe not the best on the team, that's for sure, but I don't know. Hughes, if oh, Matt's joined the convo. Well, Matt, you missed a small little accident just before the green flag between your driver in the 17 car, Anderson, and the one of Vince Curtis. There was a little bit of contact in the infield section for some reason under the formation lap, and as a result, the one car retired, and Anderson has been driving around without a hood since the start of this race, so not a good start for him, but thankfully it's not the 48 again. It's really been the only incident we've had since the pace car started rolling. 29 car is made up about 12 spots now. He's in 28th. Started dead last. Looks like it was a bad qualifying spot. Or bad qualifying lap, and made his way up slowly. Alex Jarvie qualified 39th. Has not made the same progress as Alonso. Still in the bottom 10. And McLaughlin's doing a solid job. Not great, but not terrible. Is McDonald kind of a shocker right now, walking away with this one. 3 laps to go, and he's about 16 seconds above second. Hasn't really been challenged too much except for the first lap or two when the 83-31 car were kind of close to him, but that's pretty much it. He's just had a very quiet race, hasn't really caught the tail end of the field here yet. But 10 seconds away from doing that, so I don't think lap traffic is going to pay any issues to this gentleman today. It's just going to be myself holding my breath to see if the reliability holds up, but hoping it does. It's the closest battle for points today has been for second, and it looks like Lane is starting to walk away now from second. We have Watts in third. And to lose sights of her teammate. Gallagher having a good day. ATR team is the ATR team is doing well. 2 of the 3 drivers in the top 10 qualified in the top 10. Likely will finish there. Did I miss the checkered flag? Was that the... No, he just... Okay, that was the white flag. Thought I missed the finish. All of the Hughes Motorsports team cars are in the top 9. Second, third, and 9th. Not a very eventful race, that's for sure, but I thought there would at least be a caution or two. McLaughlin heads back onto NASCAR's turn 1 and 2 for the final time. Looking to lock himself into round 2. That'll be 2 in a row for Jarvie Motorsports. If he can finish this one. Unprecedented scenes from the Jarvie Motorsports camp, who have not really been super consistent. Huge boost for the team. Into turns 15, 16, and 17. Final chicane. As McDonald wins at the Charlotte Roval. And it looks like, oh, Caleb Lane had a small issue. What the heck happened to Caleb Lane? And did I miss something? How did the 82 gain that much time? Not to mention it passed the 83 car. What happened to Caleb Lane there? And why did second place gain 10 seconds? I'm very confused. Did somebody see something that I totally missed? What the heck? Looked like Lane was walking away, coming to the white flag. Looks like Caleb Lane just kind of ran out of juice there. And teammate made the pass on the inside. The chicane in the final lap, that was quite the pass. And looks like Caleb had nothing left to defend from Gallagher. That still doesn't really explain. It looks like McDonald, two very poor laps. That's very strange. A 30-second lap, or a minute 30-second lap. McDonald must have really wore his stuff out. It'd be about 6 seconds slower. Last two laps. Anyway. Huh. Very interesting. But, anyways, McDonald's on his way to the second round with his team owner and teammate Alex Jarvie. That's 2 in a row for Jarvie Motorsports. They are on a roll after making a few upgrades going into the playoffs. Hughes Motorsports having a very successful afternoon, as well as yes, Hannah and the boys. Alonso finishing 28th, so not great, but definitely could have been worse. The tail end of this field here. Remember, the one car didn't even start this one. He finished 40th today. So that's not going to be good for Vince Curtis, but yeah, good thing Alex Jarvie won the last race because he didn't do well either. Interesting last couple of laps there. I wasn't really expecting that much pace to be dropped. That was a lot more than I ever thought, but anyway, it wasn't that exciting. I apologize about that, but I'm sure Texas will be a lot different. A little bit more bumping and banging, I'm sure. And hope you guys all enjoyed this one. We'll catch you for the next one at the Truck Series final race of round 1 for both trucks and Xfinity at Texas Motor Speedway.